Hello and welcome. This is Chris-Ann. I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chris-Ann, and we are going to be doing the weekly psychic predictions for the week of March 30th through April 6th of 2025. This week we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing the weekly psychic predictions, yes, but I am giving you a preview of my Oracle deck, and it is available starting today for pre-order. I am so excited. This is a deck that has been a very long time in the making. I did the artwork and I did the inspirational writing on each and every card. It is a 78 card Oracle deck. It is highly unusual to see an Oracle deck that's that size. So I am going to give you, I'm opening up my iPad right now. I am going to give you a preview of the Mystical Messengers Oracle cards by me. And I know there's a little bit of a glare, but this is available right now for pre-order on my website. My website is linked to each and every video, but it's Elemental Energies with Chris-Ann.com. It is $49.95 for the pre-order, and when you pre-order it, you're getting a discount because it's going to be more than that when the pre-order is over. And because I am self-publishing, so it's not cheap to self-publish, and it's 78 cards. You will also be getting invited when you do the pre-order. You'll be getting invited into a private live workshop on a dozen different ways you can use this deck. I have many ways to use this deck. So these are the cards. And yeah, this is the cover art right here, this one. So trust your intuition and know it comes from your pure heart. All is seen and recorded into your Akashic records. It affects your karma. Create a crystal grid to direct your healing energy. And then this one, let me pull up this. Ignite and open your chakras so they may work in unison. This is a reminder to balance your yin-yang energies. Allow your subconscious to connect with inner peace. Approach situations with innocent eyes to see the actual truth. Call in your dragon to burn away and cauterize traumas from repeating. Embark on a journey of personal growth. Find joy in the smallest of things to heal your heart. Look to the future to see the possibilities. Use your voice to share your wisdom. So one of the things that I did in this deck is I am a connoisseur of decks. I have sold decks in my shop and on my website and at shows for years and years and years. And I am somebody that reviews decks every single week. And I have done that for well over 10 years, both on YouTube, on Facebook, on my radio shows, and my podcast. So I'm somebody that knows decks. I have been utilizing decks in my personal life for 48 years. I have been reading for other people since the age of 8 with decks. I started off with tarot, and I worked my way to Oracle when Oracle was available like 35 years ago. So this is an Oracle deck, same number of cards as a tarot deck, but it is an Oracle deck. So here's another one. Open your heart chakra so you may share the love. Trust your intuition when you can see through the lies. So I wanted this deck, as you can see, to have a variety of what people look like, whether it be ages, skin tone, however you identify. everybody is represented. I certainly hope everybody is represented in this deck. This is not exclusive to blonde hair, blue-eyed young females, which are typically in like every deck out there. That is not this deck. There is multiple genders, there's multiple ages, there's multiple ethnicities, if I'm saying that word right. And I want to show you some individual cards. So here's one of the individual cards. And you can see that I did a nice blue sort of purple border around them. But the pictures are, in my opinion, striking. Very, very striking. So I am doing a pre-order for the cards. Once that pre-order is fulfilled, the cards are going to be printed. They are printed in the United States of America. I will be shipping them within the United States. If that is something that you're interested in and you're outside of the United States, you have to contact me privately and we will see how much the shipping is. I am not in charge of shipping. I wish I was, but I will have to figure out how much shipping is and charge you actual shipping. Just so you know. That's what I have to do. So if you participate in the pre-order, you're going to get a discount on the deck. You're going to get invited into that private workshop that is going to be probably about an hour and a half workshop. And like I said, it's going to be 12 ways on how to use the deck. Here's another card. It says, have the strength to be a leader, especially for yourself. So there's a lot of animal spirit guides in this deck, as well as angels, fairies, everybody. You are about to leave the darkness and enter the light. Embark on a journey of personal growth. I love this one. The physical, emotional, and spiritual parts of the body are interwoven and reliant upon each other. Care for each of them. So I am taking my years of experience being a light worker. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I've been doing Reiki for well over 30 years. So there's a lot of sort of light worker energy in this deck as well. But as you can see from this card, there's a lot of information that harkens back to tarot. So this one is a new beginning is coming your way. You know, the death card in tarot is the end of old, the beginning of new. And so I have some of that energy in this deck, even though it is an oracle deck. I wanted it to be easy for everybody to pick up the deck, look at the card, see the meaning, be able to use it. There is no book with this deck. You do not need a book. Everything is spelled out on each individual card. And I wanted that to be clear, easy, and effective for anybody and everybody to be able to use this deck, whether you're a professional reader or you're somebody that's just getting started on your card journey. I love this one too. Allow your subconscious to connect with inner peace. Ignite and open your chakras so they may work in unison. I'm somebody that loves color. You're going to see a lot of color in this deck. And I love turquoise. Pay attention to your dreams. The messages are from your loved ones on the other side. So I want this deck to be of comfort to people that are using it and give people clear, concise answers. All is seen, we already saw this one before, but all is seen and recorded in your Akashic records. It affects your karma. Isn't that cool? So these are watermarked just because I'm showing them on videos. They're not going to be watermarked when you get the actual card. Just so you know that. And those are the ones that I'm showing today in this little mini preview. But just know there are 78 cards in this deck. So once the pre-order is done and I send them off to be printed, that's when I get them, and I'm getting 250 decks. So I will have plenty to go around, but also I can certainly order some reprints. The company's in the United States and the printing is done in the United States. So I certainly hope you will be able to participate in my pre-order. It is going live on my website and the Eastern United States on the East Coast, so Eastern Standard Time in the United States at 4:23 p.m. Yes, I am using astrology as to when I'm putting things out there. So we're using our magic numbers, we're using our magic times, we're using our magic planetary placements of everything to make this effective. I'm an Aries, so this is my time to shine, and I'm taking advantage of this. So this deck has been years in the making, and I have been waiting for this time to put it out there. So any questions, feel free to reach out to me because I'm super excited for this, as you can tell, I hope. So I'm going to have the pre-order going for as long as I need it to fulfill, the printing costs of what I'm ordering. Once that's done, once the pre-order is done, then I am going to be taking wholesale orders. There are not going to be any wholesale orders available at the pre-order time frame. If that's something that you would like in your shop or for your website or whatever, there is a minimum that you're going to have to order. And I have a wholesale price also for you. And there's some information that you need to provide to me as a wholesale person, as a shop, as a fellow business. You have to provide me with some information, some pertinent information. It's not a lot. It's relatively simple. But nonetheless, I need to make sure you're an actual wholesale account. And many places do that. That's normal. That's common. I used to have to do that with my shop. So wholesale will be available, but not right away. Shortly, very, very, very shortly. And if you do your pre-order and you would like me to sign your deck, they are going to come with the shrink wrap on them, I believe. If you want me to sign it, I have to take the shrink wrap off in order to sign the deck, just so you know that. So keep that in mind. I will not go through the cards because I know people don't want other people's energy on the cards. I respect that. So I won't go through the cards. I'll sign the inside cover. All right. So that's my big, massive, gigantic news. I'm super excited for that. So let's get cracking and see what this week has in store for us. Good things, I hope. We need good things. Let me close this up and put this aside. Let me grab my deck over here. We are going, for my deck, sorry, I didn't explain this better. You go to my website, Elemental Energies with Chrisanne.com. You go to my website and you will be guided as to where to do the pre-order on my website. And you're going to be looking for the Mystical Messengers Oracle cards. So you're going to look for that. It's going to be on the website. There's going to be multiple pictures. These pictures plus this picture, these pictures, etc. It's going to be all of that. That's how you're going to know where you're at. You're at the right spot for that. And it's going to be $49.95 for the pre-order, which I already said that. So go to the website, Elemental Energies with Chrisanne.com, and you can do the pre-order. So, okay, that's all that. And I'll be saying that a lot too. So, now, these are the Mystic Art Medicine cards that we're going to be using this week to see what's in store for us for this week, March 30th through April 6th of 2025. Oh, let me talk about the crystals real quick. So we have amethyst, shungite, we have natural citrine, and we have prehnite. So Amethyst is to open your third eye, connect up, bring in some comfortable psychic information without this massive download that's overwhelming. This amethyst is not an overwhelming energy. We have shungite for protection. I typically have my shungite for protection out. I love to have my shungite, and this one's radiating in all directions to keep my energy clear and pure in all directions, which, of course, everything is a continuous loop, loops back around. Natural citrine is a wonderful manifesting stone, especially manifesting financial abundance. Hello, I'm launching a deck. I need financial abundance. And it's a joyful, happy stone as well. And prehnite is a lovely psychic stone that helps you to bring in psychic messages and psychic information from the heart. So you can trust your psychic information that's coming in. Also know that that psychic information is doubly coming in from your heart. So you're speaking from a pure, heartfelt place, a genuine place. So, and that's my prehnite dragon. I have a lot of skulls and dragons and stuff here on my desk with my crystals. So I'm slowly bringing them all out. Okay, let's get back to this week's psychic predictions and information for this week. So, okay, our guides and our guardians are with us this week. Our guides come in to keep us rooted and grounded into what it is that we need to be connected with. Not necessarily what we want to be connected with, but what we need to be connected with. When our guides and our angels and our loved ones are all coming around, they're all working together. They're all working in unison for us, to help us to be our highest and best good. This is a very grounded into what you need to be. This is doing your soul's purpose with the help of your guides, your loved ones, your angels. That's a good one for this week. We also have the card of meditation. You know, the term meditation has been battered around a lot in the last couple of months, and sometimes with much mockery connected with it. Meditation can be a very powerful tool in connection with other tools in your tool bag. You know, there's nothing wrong with taking the meds you need to take in connection with meditation. You know, I always say I am not a medical practitioner. Please do not take the advice that I'm giving in replacement of what your doctor's advising. You can still have a very thriving meditative practice and take the meds that you need to take. This is a card that is telling us that when we meditate, it helps us to open up, to connect with our guides, connect with our loved ones, and that is a clearer, easier, better way for us to have that connection with those that are on the other side of the veil, but have our highest and best good. Ooh, and this is very much of the same vein. This is the card of reverence. Appreciating what your gifts are, recognizing that your gifts are coming in to help guide you. These are all guided cards. These are all psychically connected cards that are saying our guides are with us. Our guides are directing us. Pay attention to the messages. Open up and receive what's coming in, whether it be through your dreams, through songs on the radio, through your meditation, through synchronicities that you see through the day. Maybe you're seeing a lot of different angel numbers. Whatever it is that is your thing that you're noticing is how your guides, your angels, your loved ones are connecting with you. Pay attention to that this week. We're going to pull, they want me to do 2 more cards. So let's see what these 2 cards are. Let me put these down. Oh, very interesting. So this is the card of ancient wisdom. It's like these. It's connected to the ancient source of the information back on our soul's journey in the beginning, whether it be through our guides, our loved ones, our ancestors. But a lot of times not a lot of times, all the time, we are in the same soul family throughout lifetimes upon lifetimes. It's the same people. That's why we have a level of recognition with the people that are around us, whether that be positive or negative. It's still a level of recognition. When you have that ancient wisdom card, it's coming up and it's saying that our ancestral guides that we may have known in other lifetimes are guiding us. Our soul's journey is connected through some of that knowledge. Pay attention. Have reverence for some of the sort of older ways of doing things that, frankly, always make a comeback. And then the next card is the card of self-mastery. Recognizing you can have control over all of this information that's coming in on a psychic level, and you can have self-mastery. You can have control over it. You can have power over it by recognizing what's coming in. When is it coming in? Who's it coming in from? Where is that information best served to utilize what's coming in? What can you do with it? Who can you help? Can you help yourself? Can you help loved ones? Can you help others that are around you? What is the best way to put some of that information into action so that you can do what serves you well? This is going to be a really cool week of paying attention to the messages, using that information, and going forth and doing what we need to do. This is going to be a very powerful week of paying attention, doing what we need to do, and fulfilling our soul's purpose by doing those things this week. You know, a lot of times that's one of the top questions that people ask me. What is my soul's purpose? You know, they come and they get readings from me and they say, what does my guides want me to do? What is my soul's purpose? What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? Okay, this week, that's going to be answered for you. This week, your guides are going to be coming in and helping you to do what it is that you need to do. During times of tumultuous energy and turmoil, we can rise above it and find what is our soul's highest purpose. We find our direction. We find what it is that we sometimes are pushed, sometimes more than other times, to be able to do. And that's what this week is going to be all about. Okay, I'm super excited. I think this is going to be a good week for us. Yes, some tumultuous energy, but it's still going to be a good week. Lots of information. Pay attention to your information. If you're somebody that needs to write down your dreams, write down your synchronicities, write down your impressions of things that you're getting, this is the week to write them down. This is the week to do that, because this is the week that you can find answers on what it is that you need to be doing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please check out my website if you're interested in my deck. Once again, www.elementalenergies.com, linked in my description for every single video that I do. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get my numbers way up. I would love to do live videos. So thanks so much for all your support. I appreciate it. Take care and be free.